Dear students, in this presentation we are going to learn about web browsers. A browser may be defined as any kind of software application that can enable a user by which he can display and interact with the text, images, kind of music, videos, and other type of information that is available on the website. Usually web browsers, they are used for retrieving, presenting and traversing information resources on the World Wide Web. The text and the images that are available on the web page, they may also have hyperlinks, and by using these hyperlinks, a user can easily navigate between different pages, or between different websites. So using a hyperlink, a user can click on the hyperlink, and that hyperlink, by clicking on that hyperlink, it will take the user to another website or to another page. Here we can see that the browser, what it does, it sends a request. A user using the browser, he sends a request to the website or the server, or which is the parent network. And this is the request which a browser, or which a user, with the help of a browser, it sends to the website, and in return the website or the server, it sends back the reply, and that reply is in the form of the information that is needed, or that a user needs. For the first time, or the browser, it was invented in 1990 by Tim Berners-Lee, and currently he is the director of the World Wide Web Consortium. After the browser sends information to the network or the resource, it is identified as the information resource by the uniform resource identifier. And this information resource, it may be a web page, it can be an image, a video, or it can be any other piece of content. Depends upon the need or the type of the information a user needs. Hyperlinks which are present in the resources, they enable user to easily navigate their browsers to related resources. Usually, the home page of a browser, it has different buttons and different types of bars. Here we can see one of the bars is known as, or one of the buttons is known as navigation button. And with the help of this navigation button, user can easily go to previous page and to the next page. By using this refresher button, a user can easily, or a user can refresh the page if there is any error in the loading. Another button which is known as stop button, it enables a user to stop the searching at any place or at any point he or she wishes to. And using this home button, it takes a user to the home page of the browser. Then we have address bar, and this address bar is for entering the name of the website which a user is going to search for. And after entering the website name, then after the user presses enter or go button, this is go button, then we have web search. And in this web search, we get the information after the input is fed by the user. Then we have these multiple tabs multiple tabs, they enable a user to work on different kind of pages simultaneously. A user can open multiple or different kinds of tabs, and he or she can work on different pages simultaneously. Then we have bookmarks. Bookmarks, they are the saved websites or the saved addresses, and at any time when a user needs to search for any kind of website, he can go to bookmarks, and if it is there saved, he can easily click on the big bookmark, and it will lead him to the concerned website or the concerned page. For a browser or for a user to get any kind of information, the information can be had from research and educational institutes. It can be from government and military entities. The information can be retrieved from businesses. It can be retrieved from private organizations, or the information can be have from any commercial provider. Now, what are the features of a browser? Number one is that a browser, or for a browser to be an ideal browser, it needs to be easy to use. Then it should be easy to navigate. A browser, it must have words, graphics, sounds, videos, means it must have links, or it must have options so that a user can easily go to graphics or can access the graphics or the sound or any kind of a video. It should be easy, or it should be quite convenient for a user to publish anything on the browser. There must be plethora of information, or a wide area of information should be available on the browser. And moreover, the browser, it should reach a larger audience, the internet or the information or the resource provider. And the protocols and the standards, usually the procedure of the searching or the communication in the internet system is that the web browsers, they communicate with the web servers using a protocol which is known as hypertext transfer protocol, or HTTP, to get the web pages. And this HTTP, they allow web browsers to submit information to web servers, and at the same time they also fetch web pages from them. Then the pages, they are identified by their URL, which means Uniform Resource Locator, which is treated as an address beginning with HTTP. Then there we have popular browsers. One is, we may say the latest one is Microsoft Edge. This is the advancement of the already available Internet Explorer browser of the Microsoft. This Edge browser, nowadays it has been found to be a preferred browser for Microsoft users. Unlike other browsers, we must we usually know that the other browsers, we need to download them, but in case of this Microsoft Edge browser, it comes inbuilt with the Windows. This is how Microsoft Edge looks like, how the homepage of the Microsoft Edge looks like. It's quite different from the old Microsoft Internet Explorer. Then we have Internet Explorer. It's the product of the software giant Microsoft. It was most commonly used browser in the universe. Internet Explorer, it is also treated as the most popular web browser. It also comes as pre-installed on all Windows computers. This browser was introduced in 1995 with the Windows 95 launch, and it has surpassed Netscape popularity in 1998. This is the home page of the Microsoft Internet Explorer. You can see that this is the navigation button, this is the stop button, this is the refresh button, this is home button, this is the search button, this is the address bar. To search for any website, we need to input the address of the website in the search bar, and then pressing go, and later on we may get the web search results. Then we have another popular browser which is known as Google Chrome. This browser was developed by Google, and its first version was released on September 2008 for Microsoft Windows. Nowadays, this Google Chrome, it is known to be one of the most popular browsers with its global share of more than 50%. This is how a Google Chrome homepage looks like. Another browser known as Mozilla Firefox. This browser, it is derived from Mozilla, and it was released in 2004 and has grown to be the second most popular browser on the internet. One of the good thing about this Mozilla Firefox is that it is supported on all different operating systems. Like sometimes we see, or sometimes we encounter certain difficulties while operating with many softwares that the operating system they do not support, or the browser they do not support the kind of software that we are interested in. But this is the good thing about this Mozilla Firefox, that it is supported on all the operating systems. Further, it is also open source, which makes it support group a very large community of open source developers. It's also known for its vast range of plugins, add-ons that let the user customize in a variety of ways. The latest version of Firefox is Firefox 3. This is how the homepage of the Mozilla Firefox looks like. Then another browser is Safari. Safari, it's a web browser. It is solely developed by Apple Incorporation and included in Mac operating systems. It was first released as a public beta in January 2003. It has been found to have a very good support for latest technologies like XHTML, CSS2, etc. Then we have another browser known as Opera. It is smaller and faster than most other browsers, yet it is full featured, fast, user friendly with keyboard interface, multiple windows, zoom functions, and many more are found in this Opera browser. Further, in this Opera browser, Java and non-Java enabled versions are also available. It has been found to be an ideal browser for newcomers to the internet, school children, handicap, and as a front end for CD-ROM and kiosks. This is the homepage of the Safari browser, and this is how an Opera browser homepage looks like. Then another browser which is known as Conqueror. It's an open source web browser which with HTML 4.01 compliance. It supports Java applets, JavaScript, CSS1, CSS 2.1, as well as Netscape plugins. This Conqueror browser, it has been found to work as a file manager, as well as it supports basic file management on local Unix file systems, from simple cut, copy, and paste operations to advanced remote and local network file browsing. Another browser is Linux. It's a fully featured worldwide web browser for users in Unix, VMS, and other platforms running cursor addressable character cell terminals or emulators. This is how the homepage of a Conqueror web browser looks like, and this is the homepage of a Linux web browser.